Well, Mo, a game that was perhaps tougher at many times than you would have liked today, but you got the win that you needed after last weekend.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, after last weekend, it was a poor performance. And we needed to get a win no matter what. But obviously, after going 2-0 up, and then for them to come back into the game like how they did, I don't think it was good enough, obviously. But the main thing, we got the win and we move on.
At half-time, 2-0 up against a team in awful form, you are just thinking, let's go and do what we did against Rochdale, get a few goals, have fun.
Yeah, to be fair, the gaffer was just saying just do the basics right, and obviously he said go out and defend properly, get a clean sheet, and obviously they come back to an unfortunate goal. It was a lucky goal, but after that we just needed to control the game better, manage the game, and I think we didn't do that properly today. And I think we got away with it, but we had a few chances to kill the game as well. So overall, it's we're happy to win, but obviously we need to see these sort of games out better.
You had to be patient for that first goal, and what a goal it is. It doesn't matter if it's his left foot or his right foot, he'll score them, won't he, Marcus?
Yeah, to be fair, he gets all sorts of goals. To be fair, he could have had 3 today, but he's got quality, and he showed that today again.
And talk us through your first, the second, just before half-time, because the ball from George Boyd was magnificent, but it did take you a little wide. There was quite a bit of work to do.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't expect to go that wide, but obviously when it did, I just come out of it in a split second. I thought I'll cut inside and take another touch in, and luckily it went through, and I managed to score. So I'm happy with that. It's
one of those goals where you're not sort of in awe of it because it's a stunning hit from distance or anything like that, but as a striker, you've fed the ball in that position, a bit of work to do. You've done well to get that in the back of the net.
Obviously as a striker, you're not going to score from outside the box every single time, and you run around the 6-yard box so you get the goal. So obviously I'm trying to get there as much as I can. I had a few chances to get the third, but it wasn't meant to be today, but I'm delighted.
They made a couple of changes at half-time. I think they matched you up shape-wise, and obviously the goal for them, you're standing there, you're feeling for your keeper. What's everyone said to Christy Pym after the game?
No, he's been brilliant. So that's he's been last few games been outstanding, and obviously just it was a mistake from him. He knows that. We're just trying to get him up for it, not try to affect him for the rest of the game. But those things can happen for a keeper, and unfortunately it happened for him today.
You had the response, you got your second, the third, and I think the way that you probably as a team didn't get 6 or 7 today shows you some of those chances can be difficult. You stay calm, and a beautiful finish. Sometimes you've got too much time on your hands, I guess.
Yeah, of course. When it came to me, I knew what I wanted to do straight away, so that kind of made it easier. When I'm in that sort of position, I like to obviously open my body and do that, but I have to change up. For the third chance I had, maybe I should have reversed it, but I think the keeper just read it, and he managed to save it. But I had to stay calm.
As a team, could have had a hatful. You could have had a hat trick. The keeper made himself big, didn't he? But you'll be disappointed, I guess, as a team, how you didn't kill the game off earlier, let them back into it.
Yeah, it was 3-1, and then we had a chance to go 4, and then that would have been the game finished. We could have got 5, 6, 7. But obviously we didn't, and obviously they come back through a good goal, I'll say, but we didn't close him down at the edge of the box, and that put us on the back foot a little bit. And they were all right, getting crossed in the box, and it was hard for us at times, but we managed to see it through. 23
league goals for the team in 10 games, 22 of them scored by either yourself, Ivan Toney, or Marcus Maddison. This is some front three.
Yeah, to be fair, we've been like this all season. I don't know how Ive didn't score today. He had a few chances. He should have at least got 2 today. But them sort of days happen as a striker. But we're a threat. We like playing with each other, and hopefully it continues.
And you and him, seemingly, you've gone level with him now. 8 goals for the season in your own race for League One top scorer this early on.
It's not. To be fair, we don't really. I want him to score in every game. He wants me to score in every game. So it's not like I have to score and you don't. It's a good partnership we're having, and we both want to score in every game. I try to help him score, he tries to help me score, but fortunately he didn't score today. But it's a good partnership we have.
How do you feel? Because this is a wonderful run of goal scoring form. Last weekend aside, of course, for everyone.
Yeah, of course. We're a good attacking team. Obviously we're trying to do the basics. I said, seeing out games and that, because we know we could score goals. it's just the other side, managing the game properly. I think we just need to sort out, and we can score loads of goals. So hopefully it continues.
And of course, when you came to Posh, you would have come wanting to score goals, knowing that Posh are historically a team who have scored goals. This is panning out exactly as you wanted it to.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, you come into the striker, you got a little bit of pressure to score goals, and I don't want to put that sort of pressure on myself. I just go out every game and try to do my best, get in good positions and help the team as much as I can. And it's happening at the minute, and I want it to continue.
Of course, last season wouldn't have gone how you wanted it to. That's fairly there. That's out in the open. It may feel like for a striker a long time ago since you were scoring goals like this for Cheltenham. How satisfying is it to be back in this run of form?
I always had confidence in myself. Obviously, just I didn't get a chance to whatever last season, and I accept that because the football goes like that. But obviously, this year I had to get my head down, and I had to try and do my best to come to that form again as I did at Cheltenham. And I knew if I was playing, I knew I'd get those chances, and it was up to me to put them away. And I'm doing that at the minute. And
of course, a level up from what you were doing for Cheltenham as well.
Exactly. Yeah, it is what it is. Like you got to concentrate on what you're doing. Don't matter what league it is, and just do what like you've been training all week. And I try to put my chances away. And
I know you've got a trophy game in the week, but in terms of the league, it's a big game now. Wycombe won again today. They're right up there. It's a juicy encounter next Saturday.
Yeah, we've been good away from home, except for that last game. We need to be more compact as a team. We're not trying to get a clean sheet as well, but it's a hard place to go to. They're on a good run of form. We're very good at away from home, on a counter attack. But we're going out there to get a win.
Yeah, and I know the League One table now is starting to take a bit of shape, so it's one of those games where you really start to put a bit of weight behind it in terms of who are going to be up there come the end of the season.
Yeah, of course. It's still a bit early on, but we want to be up there no matter what. We want to win every game. That's the managers put that sort of pressure on us, so we have to go produce every week and win every week.